Have you ever felt so desperate that you'd do anything for an answer? Imagine being a king, facing the biggest battle of your life, and the one you've always relied on, God Himself, is completely silent. No dreams, no visions, no prophets, just silence. This was the terrifying reality for King Saul of Israel. The mighty Philistine army was gathering, their chariots and soldiers like sand on the seashore. Fear gripped Saul's heart. In his prime, he was a warrior chosen by God, but now he felt abandoned. God had turned away from him because of his past disobedience, and the silence was deafening. So in a moment of pure desperation, Saul made a choice that would seal his fate. He decided to break the very law he had once enforced. He told his attendants, "Find me a woman who is a medium, so I may go and inquire of her." Disguised under the cover of night, Saul and 2 of his men traveled to a town called Endor. There they found a woman, a spirit medium, often called the Witch of Endor. Saul had previously banished all mediums and sorcerers from the land, so she was terrified. But he swore an oath, promising her no harm would come to her for helping him. "Bring up for me the one I name," he commanded. "Bring up Samuel." The woman did as he asked, and what happened next shook her to her core. She saw a spirit ascending from the earth and screamed when she realized who she was talking to. "Why have you deceived me? You are Saul," she cried. The king, trembling, asked, "What do you see?" She described an old man wrapped in a robe. Saul knew instantly it was the spirit of the prophet Samuel, the very man who had anointed him king years ago. He bowed his face to the ground in reverence, but the spirit of Samuel brought no comfort. "Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up?" the spirit asked. Saul poured out his heart. "I am in great distress. The Philistines are fighting against me, and God has departed from me." The response was chilling and direct. Samuel's spirit confirmed Saul's worst fears. "Why do you ask me, since the Lord has departed from you and become your enemy?" The spirit then delivered the final devastating prophecy. Because Saul had disobeyed God's command, the kingdom was torn from his hands and given to his rival David. And then came the final blow. "Tomorrow, you and your sons will be with me." The Lord will also deliver the army of Israel into the hands of the Philistines. The prophecy came true. The very next day, the Israelites were defeated. Saul's 3 sons, including his beloved Jonathan, were killed in battle. Wounded and facing capture, the once mighty King Saul took his own sword and fell on it, ending his own life. It's a tragic story about how desperation and disobedience can lead to a dark and final end. Thanks for watching. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.